everybody. I'm Elyse Kakacek, and I'm so happy to be here today. Thank you, Maria, for having me.
Thank you for joining us, Elise.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's
I just wanted to say that you are a very good opera singer with a wonderful voice. Recently did a very beautiful CD with Bozak songs and many other nice stuff that you are doing recently. And you're also a yoga coach,
yes. I'm also a yoga teacher.
and you are developing practices that could help opera singers. So please let us
Yes,
know what you do.
yes. Thank you for that. I sometimes forget to talk about being a singer still. I am, and that's a very huge passion in my life. So it's funny that I forget about that when I'm talking about yoga. But for me, honestly, yoga and singing have become sort of one and the same in my life as tools for me to understand where I am psychologically and artistically, emotionally, mentally. So I'm really hopeful that I can offer some tools a little bit today. I'll give a little taste today of what's possible. But I think that we often forget, especially in today's classical music industry, we often forget about the psychological and emotional health component of what it means to be a singer. Our bodies are our instruments, and we hear that over and over and over again. And our first thought is to identify that physically. Yes, our bodies are our instruments. What is tight? What can we let go? How are we breathing? How are we not breathing? Where is the larynx? Where is the sound? All of those physical definitions of our body as an instrument. In yogic practice, you begin to learn that your body also has this memory for holding scar tissue of emotional traumatic experience. And it begins even before you're born, some believe, that you feel these pains and traumas, and your body, your physical body, can store them without you knowing. So becoming aware of your emotional well-being and where these different memories, and sometimes you can't even remember what it is, it's just a feeling, are living in your body, they affect your vibration as a human. So in yogic terms, people who don't sing think of that as like more of the hippie kind of description of it, where it's like my vibration in the world and the way that I interact with others. For singers, at least for me, I have felt that very potently in my ability to have a vibrant sound. When we are singing acoustically, especially, we're working in the realm of how well and how efficiently we can vibrate our own bodies and then sympathetically vibrate the cells of everyone around us, which is why I believe singing, especially classically, is so healing, and this opportunity for being true leaders in the world, especially now when we're facing so many hardships. So, before we dive more into that, I wanted to start with a little bit of a centering exercise. So, when we think yoga in the Western world, and I mean, like, Europe included, when we think of yoga, like not very far east, we think of physical exercise, and that these are these postures that we do, and that is all that yoga is. That is one of 8 parts of what yoga is in Eastern tradition. Yoga includes meditation, spiritual practice, intellectual practice, breath work, chanting. There are so many other layers to what yoga means. And I'll talk a little more about the philosophy in a minute. But the first little tool that I wanted to share today is a breath exercise. And this is called Shiv Sadhana breathing. So what we're going to do, and most of us have probably done this on accident because we've studied singing. The change is that we're mindfully doing it with an attention for listening into your lower belly. So often, yeah, what's your question?
Before you started, I want to remove myself from the screen so that people can see you big,
Oh,
and you
okay.
can teach this nice thing.
Okay, sounds good.
But I will be here, but they will not be able to see me when you teach.
Okay, beautiful.
Great.
Uh, all right, I think we're set. So, in this exercise, what I want you to focus on is the center of your physical body. Now, often we think of that as right here, as the center of our bodies, but in yogic practice and Chinese medicine, it's actually much lower. So it's just below your belly button. And that's where I want you to focus your breath. We're going to inhale for 10 counts, hold for 10 counts, and exhale for 10 counts until I say stop. So the whole time, just mentally keeping track of how your low belly is doing. And then also in the back of your awareness, becoming aware of any resistances to your breath. Like if there's any physical spot where your breath does not want to flow or doesn't want to relax, and not judging those spots, just kind of noticing where they are and gathering information. All right, so everybody, you can close your eyes and exhale all of your air out of your lungs. Complete exhale. Singers have a hard time with complete exhales. We usually keep a little air in there, so get it all out. Shh. And then inhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your eyes closed. Continue to breathe evenly and steadily into low belly without any holding now. And see if you can tune into a receptive awareness of any tension in your spine, in your hips, in your back, bottom ribs, where your diaphragm attaches to your spine, between your shoulder blades, your shoulders, your neck, jaw, tongue. And then notice your eyebrows, the space between them. Notice where your breath wants to travel and where it resists its travel. Not trying to force anything anywhere, just gathering information of where you are in this moment on this day, because every day is different, every moment is different. And we'll just continue with a short balancing meditation. Bring your attention to your pelvic floor, the space between your legs. I want you to imagine the color red glowing in your pelvic floor. Send your breath to your pelvic floor. And see that red, vibrant light. And now send your breath to the space just below your belly button. And watch that light travel to that space and shift to an orange color, a bright orange light below your belly button. Noticing that this light shines 360 degrees, not just in front of you, but out through your sides, out through your back. Notice if your spine is leaning in any one direction. Focus on that orange light. And now bring your attention to the base of your rib cage, your solar plexus. And view the color yellow, a golden, shimmering yellow at the space at the bottom of your rib cage, shining through the front, the sides, the back, upwards, downwards, golden light. Really put your attention in the center of your body, not attached to a visualization on the surface of your skin, but really feel your awareness in the center of your actual diaphragm inside your torso. Now allow that awareness to travel up to the center of your chest, your breastbone, and the light is green. See green, emerald green light at the center of your chest, the center being inside, tucked in your rib cage, nestled between your lungs, in your heart, in the dark space in your torso. And now bring that awareness to the very pit of your throat, in between the two bumps on the front of your body, but about 1.5 inches inside your throat. And the light is deep turquoise, glowing forward, sideways, back, up and down. Turquoise, shining light in your throat. Notice the back of the base of your neck, your shoulders, between your shoulder blades, your jaw. And now bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows and go about 2 inches inside your head to the center of your brain. And imagine a light, an indigo light, so that's blue and purple mixed together, shining brightly up your spine, down your spine, all around, forward, backward, side to side. And now to the crown of your head, the very top of your head on the back, a violet light, very beautiful, deep purple, shining in all directions. And now let's take stock of all of our lights. We've got purple, down to indigo, down to deep blue, down to green, to golden, to orange, to red. Red to orange, to yellow, to green, to blue, to indigo, to violet. Now this last portion, I want you to imagine a bubble, a sphere surrounding your physical body, 9 feet above you, 9 feet below you on the ground, 9 feet in front and in back of you, a huge bubble surrounding everything that you are, filled with white, silvery, shimmering light. Your physical body is swirling in this light. This white light, this big orb around you, is your 8th energy center that is outside the physical body. This is the energy within you that people meet before you speak, before you make noise. This is your essence. You are safe in this space. This is your divine calling for your life, for your artistry, for your relationships to others and to yourself. Very slowly bring your hands, palms to your heart center. Feel each palm touch the other, right touching left, left touching right simultaneously. Bow your head and honor yourself and your lights. Very slowly, when you feel ready, open your eyes and we will talk a little bit about singing and yoga and what we just did. So, I just took you through a chakra balancing exercise. Physical yoga postures, meditation, and chant all balance different chakra energy centers in our bodies. These energy centers being balanced allow us to become open and clear vessels for creativity, open and clear vessels for listening to our deeper self, our deeper, truer self that is connected to, I don't like to be spiritually ostracizing. I'm not a religious person. I'm a very spiritual person. I was raised Christian, Lutheran, United Church of Christ, but I practice mostly Hindu practices right now through my yoga practice. I think as artists, most of us are connected to something on a larger level. I don't at all intend to impose any of my beliefs on anyone who's listening right now. Just wanted to say that you can be connecting to yourself. I mean, you are. That's kind of what I'm saying. But in my belief, the self is actually what connects us to the divine, whatever you believe that divine to be, the universe, a god, your muse. It can be any of those things that are larger than we are. When we're connected to those things and we are secure in that attachment, every sound that comes out of our mouth, everything that we create is beauty and has something to offer. Without that attachment, very easy for our creations and the sounds that we make to become attached to ego, attached to recognition, to fame, to recognition is really the thing, to feeling like special, to all of that is so easy to get sucked into in our business. It's a very competitive business. I'm a singer. I struggle with these mental spaces myself, of competition, of this whole new experience with social media, of fear of missing out, jealousy, envy, seeing someone get something that you tried so hard for and you didn't get. This work allows for a space for us to cultivate acceptance and release our attachments so that we can trust that every opportunity that comes to us is right on our perfect timing, and it is exactly the project that we need and that we have to offer the world. So that's a little bit of like practical application about why these practices are so important for singers, to keep our mental space and our emotional space and our spiritual space clear, both from a logistical, like everyday, I'm a singer and I struggle with seeing someone successful on Instagram perspective, and from the perspective of that moment before you start to sing for someone and connecting with why. Why am I opening my mouth right now? Why am I here in this space doing this thing? You know, it can be very easy to be, because I want the job, or I want to sing the perfect A vowel, I want to sound like Mirella Freni, I want to sound like Pavarotti, whatever it might be. Those are the surface level things. The deeper why of you opening your mouth is because you have beauty to share with the world that is unique to what you can offer. You in your body, no one will ever be you in your body but you. And what you have to offer is a light when you're clear and when your energy centers are clear. So physical asana practice offers this to us on many levels because it allows us, I'm going to kind of circle back to what I said earlier about our body storing negative emotion. When we did the breathing exercise, if you had any physical resistance to that breath coming up, like for me in my left shoulder blade, I usually have to coax my breath a little into my left shoulder blade, or I notice my hips are tight, or anything that's clenching and resisting that breath is a space where there's trauma that your body has stored. It has learned, I need to protect there. I can't share this. I can't let people into this shadow that's living in my shoulder because then no one will love me, right? But the opposite is actually the truth. When we release into that space and we start to acknowledge it and give it respect and honor it, it can heal. And then also that vibration through your shoulder is going to hit somebody up in the upper balcony because they have that same emotional issue from that same time someone knocked them down when they were 7, and it'll make them cry, and you will never know. And it's okay that you never know, because the point is the connection. So this work, the yoga asana, the physical practice of yoga, physically stretches those spots out and strengthens them also, so that they can carry that burden of opening up for us. The meditation is where we learn like that sitting that I had you do with the lights. That's where we learn where we individually are imbalanced. We learn that deeper listening, that ability to say like, oh, when I'm stressed, when I'm anxious, it's my left jaw that doesn't want to breathe. Interesting that that also happens on my high notes. I wonder what's living in my jaw. And when we get curious about that, our jaw starts to feel safe to talk to us and be like, oh, it's because that one time in college when I had a really bad cold and I sang this aria and somebody said I sucked, that's living in my jaw. Can I let that go? And then you're free of it or not. Or it's just a physical thing. Like, we also don't want to attach too much meaning to this kind of stuff. So I want to check my time. Okay, cool. I have more gifts for you later
we still have a bit of time, I think, right?
Okay, good. Will you let me know, Maria? Because I get carried away. I get so excited.
Actually, I didn't keep time, but we should have around 8 minutes.
Perfect. Wonderful. Okay.
Yes, my assistant told me now we have 8 minutes. Okay. She did it. Okay.
Great. So this is the tip of the iceberg of some of the tools that yoga can offer to specifically singers in the classical music industry. And it's actually rather steeped in our tradition, but it's kind of a lost tradition. Like in old Italian school singing, psychological well-being was a part of mentorship for singers. It's in some of the books where they talk about needing to take breaks and really take stock of what's going on mentally, and any kind of like nervousness or anxiety or things like that were brought into balance very mindfully, because our vibrations are literally our life's work, our vocal vibrations. So something else I wanted to bring up about this is balancing those energy centers. The throat chakra is a big one. It's the communication center, and it can be overused very easily. So those of us who are singers, who are teachers, who are talking all day, in yogic practice, it's actually very strongly advised that for every day that you are busy talking and singing, you have a day where you are as silent as you can be and you listen. So it's not just about the physical vocal rest, because this is about balancing an energy center. It's about the imbalance of talking more than you receive, and learning how to be able to receive love and receive communication and let it sit with you. Oftentimes the heart and the throat are very deeply connected. So on days or on weeks when I am regularly teaching and very busy singing and I don't get to be silent, I often struggle with feelings of inadequacy or feelings of needing to prove something to someone. And so I speak more, and the imbalance becomes an exacerbation, right? So we just keep going in the one direction. But when I take the time to be quiet and to listen, I am able to receive compliments more easily. I am able to be inspired by others and really take someone else's opinion into account from a place of health, not from a place of like, you're judging me, leave me alone. If I'm collaborating with someone and I'm the one doing all the talking, when someone has an opposing viewpoint, my first instinct is like, they don't like me, I'm not doing a good job, protect, right? But if I'm quiet as often as I'm speaking, I'm able to see, oh, this is a really cool idea, or, oh, it's a cool idea, but I don't think it works with this project, and I cannot take it personally and address it healthily and maintain the relationship. So this work is just so helpful for singers on an artistic level, on a logistical level, when you're in the theater with a director who's, talking to you, or a conductor who's talking to you and you're feeling like guarded. Allowing that heart to stay open and receptive, and to see that any attack at you is usually either an imbalance in that person or something that you are misinterpreting, and be able to move forward. There's so much. I need like 6 hours to talk about all of this, but I will offer, I want to get into our final final little exercise. Feel free to find me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, send me an email. I will leave all of that information with Maria because I just have found that I really delight in sharing all of this with other singers, and I'm hopeful that it can help us all feel more safe and secure to move forward in this profession and to offer things to the world, because the world is really dark right now and in need of people who are sharing light. And it doesn't matter. Hi, Maria. What's up?
I have something to say. I hate to interrupt because what you say is so precious. I just wanted to say that together with the video, we will share all your information. And thank you for giving this freedom to people to write to you and get in touch with you. And also, I'm dreaming of scheduling something with you, with Atelier d'Excellence. Maybe a month of yoga training for opera singers. I think it would be very useful because we don't want to stay in the voice technique stuff that everybody does. We want to be innovative and to teach this independence that we have been talking about all the time. So put it in your schedule very soon.
Sounds great. I would love that so much.
People are so excited to get this knowledge from you. Unfortunately, we can't have them today with us, but we are looking forward to the last exercise. I'm going to practice it myself because the previous ones helped a lot.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was thinking of you especially with all the tech stresses. So
And this is why I turned off my video to be able to do all this stuff, you see?
good,
So
good.
see you in 5 minutes. Let's turn on the camera again.
Okay, sounds good.
Great.
Okay, so the last few exercises I wanted to share. The first one is really good right before a recording session or an audition or a performance. This is alternate nostril breathing. We'll only do a couple minutes. And then I wanted to share some of the chanting, singing stuff with you because it's just so fun. But this breathing exercise is diagnostic because you can kind of tune into which side, the right or the left, is more constricted than the other. But it is also to calm your nervous system. It's a great way to get back into your body, to calm your breath, to slow your heart rate, and just start listening again before you start singing and, sharing that light and finding that why for yourself. So you want to sit in a cross-legged position. Your left hand is going to be in what we call the Jnana mudra. So your index finger and your thumb are going to touch. Each finger represents a planet. I won't go into that right now, but and is like kind of devotional. So Jnana mudra, palm faces up on your left knee. I'll just explain first and then I'll walk us through this. So your right hand is in Vishnu mudra. So your thumb and your fourth finger are kind of nostril pluggers. Your peace fingers are going to be bent here, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to plug your right nostril with your thumb. You're going to inhale. And then when I say hold, you're going to plug your left nostril with your right index finger. Now I'm going to sound like this. You're going to tuck your chin to your chest. You're going to pull up your low belly towards your heart, and you're going to watch in your mind's eye the space between your eyebrows. So this is done with closed eyes, and you're going to hold your breath, okay? And then what we do is we release only the right thumb to exhale out the right nostril. Then we inhale the right nostril, hold, and then we exhale left. Inhale left. Yeah, and it'll continue. So let's start for real. That was just a little explanation. I will do it with you to the best of my ability. I'm going to kind of fake it so that I can still talk. So close your eyes and let's just drop back in. Find that low belly. Really connect to your spine. Relax your hips, your jaw, your wrists. And bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows, behind your forehead, like it's a movie screen. Exhale all your air and plug your right nostril with your right thumb. Inhale left. Plug your left, chin to chest, hold your breath. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug them both, chin to chest, hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug them both chin to chest, hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Plug them both chin to chest, hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Plug them both chin to chest. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Now keep your eyes closed, breathe normally, and just notice your physical body. Notice your breath, the pit of your throat, your soft heart. And the next thing we'll do is just a bit of chanting. So, oh, I'm in New York. Sorry for all the noises. So in the Vedic tradition, chanting is used to also open and unlock these energy centers. And the Sanskrit language, I get so nerdy about this as a classical singer, the Sanskrit language was developed. The consonants and vowel sounds were conceived of in order to unlock those different energy centers. So words are created with consonants in a certain order to cause a spiritual experience. So the chant we'll do today, it'll just be 3 minutes, is Om Mani Padme Hum. And this is for opening your heart. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands into a lotus flower at your chest. You're going to bring thumb and pinky close together, and then your fingers are the petals. And then you bring this in front of your heart. And then what we'll do is we'll sing along with a track for this one because it's really pretty. And you sing along, and your only thing to do is listen to the syllables of the words and feel the way the consonants vibrate your physical body for these 3 minutes. And then that will be the conclusion of our time together. So I apologize in advance for the sound not being incredible. It's just on a speaker behind me, but that's okay. Close your eyes. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Padme Hum Mani Padme Om 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 Mani Padme Hum. Take a deep breath into low belly. And feel the effects of the mantra resonate in your physical body and outside of your physical body in that white sphere that we found earlier today. After a yoga practice, we bow our heads to our hands as a sign of respect for one another. And we say the word Namaste, which in Sanskrit means the light in me honors the light in you. So, Namaste. Thank you so much for being brave and doing these things with me today. I hope that any of this gave you anything. There is so much more that I can share. So I'm so grateful to you, Maria, for having me and for giving me this space to hopefully help people moving forward in this weird time.
We are so grateful, Elyse. I mean, your voice makes me so calm. I mean, it is the things you say probably, but and your inner qualities, but your voice is so relaxing.
Oh, thank you.
And
I
you
meditate every day.
I mean, you convey such a light, and I have been very often talking to the coaches that we have at Atelier d'Excellence about cultivating further their spirituality. And a great artist cannot be an empty box. We have to fill this inner thing with stuff, and we have to work on them. And it's not just the vocal exercises. We talked about this with Eugenia before. I know you are good friends. She said that we have to live and we have to work on our inner, not only what is outside and what others can see.
Absolutely. And I think a really cool thing about part of why I've been drawn to the yoga stuff is because just like practicing scales and the vocal exercises, spiritual practice is practice. It's not something that comes naturally to most of us. It's something that we need to cultivate and we need to make space and time for and use tools to develop. You know, for many people have that inherent faith and that ability to connect to that. But I think for most of us, especially in hard times, using tools and actively practicing it, just like I'm going to practice singing for an hour today, I'm going to practice my meditation and my yoga and my listening and my connecting to who I am and why I am and what I have to give is just as important, and it takes that mindful practice.
It is fantastic, and I actually tried some yoga myself in the past. I saw that people were approaching it as gymnastics, so I didn't find it interesting. It was actually too extreme for my body and for my relationship with gymnastics. So I quit because I didn't find it interesting. But this way, I mean, it's a kind of healthy living inside out.
Yes. Yoga is a lifestyle more than anything. I wanted to share, but I got so caught up. So I wanted to share one of the philosophy yoga texts is the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. And he said, yoga is the stilling of the changing states of the mind. So yoga
is the stilling?
Yes. Yoga is the stilling of the changing states of the mind. And if that's not singing, I don't know what is.
And who is again the author?
So this is Patanjali. This is thousands and thousands of years old.
I would like to use it as the title of your class. It's so inspiring.
I love it.
Patanjali. I have to admit that I don't know him, but now I'm really intrigued to get to know him, to read about him, I mean.
I recommend it. This is his book. It's very big, but that's annotated, but this is his book. So
fantastic. So the author is Edwin Bryant.
Yes, so Edwin Bryant wrote the annotation. So Patanjali was like thousands and thousands of years ago in India. This was an oral tradition. So it was only stories that were heard and passed on, but they were put into this book. And so, like, the sutras themselves are very short. They're just, sutra means thread. So it's
Mhm.
one line. Like, there are just a series of one lines so that you can like get one idea at a time. But this book is big because he, like, this is the line, and then he goes into detail about it. So you don't have to read that part. You just need to read the bold lines. And so this book really probably should be this thick.
So actually, yoga is the stilling states of the mind. I think yoga empties your mind from all these monkey thoughts that make you self-doubt, think that you will not succeed, think that you don't deserve something, and it creates sorry the emptiness for something good to grow.
Yes.
If we clean all the rubbish from there, all what is not needed, then
Mhm.
there is place for the good to be born, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly.
This is
Clear.
how I perceive it personally.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exact. That makes me hopeful that I said something clear.
No, no, you are an incredible instructor. I'm really grateful to you. I am sure that you will receive comments from the people. I am sure. And let's do further workshops or something like that in the future.
I would love it. I would be so happy for that.
Fantastic. So I wish you all the best. Take care. I really hope that I will be reunited with all my friends and the people I would like to get to know personally in the United States again.
I feel
And
like I know you already, but we've never met.
please pray a little bit to all these gods of peace and love so that things get a little bit better.
I will. I will. You too. And
Please.
thank you again so much for having me. This was really nice.
Thank you for being with us, my dear. Have a great day and see you soon, hopefully.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, Maria.
Bye, Elise. Thank you.